Hello everyone, welcome back. So glad to see you stop by. Today I'm going to be working with circles, and I don't often use with circles. I think as journal makers we use a lot of rectangles and squares, but I'm going to use circles today to make this little tag and pocket piece of ephemera. I noticed that I needed little tiny pieces of ephemera because, the little accordion journal that I've been working in needs small pieces. And this is going to be just perfect for that. Now I'm using die cuts, but you don't have to, and I'll do one without die cuts after I show you this one. So I have one of these segregated die cut sets, and really I don't use them much besides just making windows, but I'm so kind of excited to find this project. So I cut one that was my biggest, and this is almost like 3 3/4 inches of a circle in that vicinity. Of course, you could probably use even larger, but that's kind of where I got that measurement. And then the other one I'm using is like 4 steps down, and this is like 2 inches. This is like a 2-inch type of thing. And I cut them out of, this is out of paper, and this one is out of a double-sided scrapbook paper. It's, it's not cardstock, but it is kind of, it's a little bit heavier than just paper. And then I cut another piece out of cardstock to put on the back of the tag, like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble the tag first. And now it doesn't have to be a circle tag. And we'll do one without it, without the circle the next time. I just thought it'd be nice to use those circles up. And when you choose the tag to go inside, I just, kind of make sure you're kind of in almost 1 inch all the way around so it can nest inside of the pocket there. And I'm just going to decorate this circle up a little tiny bit and put the little rose right in there. All right, so I'm going to take my paper, and I want this to be the outside, so I'm going to lay it down as such. I'm going to put this kind of in the middle this way, but up just a bit because I want it to peek out. If you notice, wanted it to peek out a bit there. So I'm just a little bit from the top of that. And I'm going to fold up, and I'm going to come close to the bottom there because I'm kind of like folding around my piece of ephemera. And then I'm going to come in on the sides, and I'm going to fold right next to that side there. Just fold it around like so. So it sits in there kind of snug. I'm kind of trying to make the two folds equal as well, so that both sides look rather equal there. Now, because of the bulk, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut right along that fold. And I don't know if you can see it, but I can. But you'll be able to see it once you hold it in your hand. And this fold, actually, I'm going to angle it just a little bit. I'm not going to angle this one. I want that to come up straight, but I am going to angle this one just a wee bit. And that is so you have more of a clean, flat fold, and it's not so bulky feeling. I am going to put this to the inside, and I'm going to bring this up to the outside, and it makes the corners a lot crisper if you don't have that extra bulk there. And I'm going to glue along here on the edge of that flap, and I'm just going to glue right inside here along this edge, but I don't want to go beyond where my flap's going to be, but just inside here, just so that the wings or whatever will stay down, and it'd be easier to get your ephemera in and out. So that is the cute little pocket. It's so cute. And then you have your little tag to sit in here, and you have a little rose peeking up. So I tried to choose little images to where I could have that kind of peeking up out of there for my things. And you don't have to put in a tie like I did here. I have a tiny hole punch, so I went ahead and put that in there. But if you don't want to put a big hole punch in there, you can always staple your ribbon or whatever it is you're using. You can always staple it to the back if you would like. And not that you even have to have one. But there you go. And that is the cute little envelope that I'm going to be putting in my journal. Now, if you don't have a die cut, and they are handy, they're nice, I'm not going to lie. And so I'm going to do one with do one by hand, and I have my favorite cup. Love this cup. And I'm going to trace around it. And I'm going to use a pencil so that hopefully it won't show so much. And oh, wouldn't you know I would get that in there. That's okay, we'll put that on the bottom. Nope, that's not okay, because that's going to show. Okay. We'll do this again. I always forget about the borders on my printer. Really annoying. Working with scrapbook paper, you wouldn't have to have that annoyance. Okay, and so one of the tips for cutting circles out is to move your paper as you squeeze your scissors. Let me see if I don't want to get too close. We're going to move the paper around like this. And we're just going to follow that little line. And I'm going to take that excess off there. And cut around it. And don't be too nervous about it. Just go with the flow. It's not going to be a perfect circle, no matter what you do. But that's not going to matter, because you're going to see why. Alright, so I've cut that circle out. And this is not scrapbook paper, this is just regular paper, and so that idea works well with that too. So to cut little circles out like this can be annoying, because that's just like, oh, that's so annoying. So we're going to just say that we're going to use this as our ephemera. We're just going to use a rectangle instead. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to come down just far enough here so it looks like it fits. The ephemera piece fits. Although, you know, you could have it sticking up like this, and that'd be okay too, but this way, in my mind, it looks like it fits the pocket. And we're just going to do what we did before. We're just going to come up here, and we're going to fold this way, and then we're going to fold it pretty close to that piece. Well, now we can't get too close now because we don't want these two to overlap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one here to like the middle. I'm going to improvise a little bit and bring that to like the middle there. Okay, so there is our pocket folded up. Now what happens is, even though your circle is not perfect, because my circle is not perfect, right? You can see where it's just, you know, it's kind of dippy there and over there, and it's all right. And if you have an area that's really, really bad, we'll put that area down here below and put the best area up here on top. And then we're just going to come in here, and I'm going to cut this back, and here, cut that back there, put this in like so, and then I'm going to distress it very lightly, and the distressing will help take your eyes off of imperfections. It doesn't have to be heavy, just a little bit around the edges. It'll kind of trick the eye and kind of make those imperfections blend out a little bit. So that's kind of the secret to not having that perfect circle, right? And I probably should have chosen a wider piece of ephemera than this, because I'm just going to kind of glue back inside there. Yeah. Yep, I probably should have chosen a wider piece of ephemera, but this will still work. And so there's your little pocket there. And this is something that was cut by hand. And just like I cut this by hand as well. So yeah, they look good. They look good. So there you go. There is working with circles. We don't work with circles a whole lot. So I just thought I would bring this to your attention, and something you can do. It's easy, and you just make a nice cute little pocket that way. So that's all I have today. I am still working on this little accordion journal, and I'll be back with more of this next time. You have a great and crafty day. Bye.